UnDaoDu. Bitcoin is going to unravel fiat, replace it, and become the global reserve currency and the foundation of fifth age. DAO. Blockchains are going to unravel Wall Street, replace the corporation with something known as DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, and decentralized autonomous nonprofit organizations. Do. AI is going to manage and run all this. And actually, this AI is going to become powered by quantum computing, known as QAI. And this AI is rampant now. You may notice some lags now on the internet when you do stuff. That's AI interpreting what you're doing. Pretty much all these platforms now are engaging this AI. This AI really is one thing. It's a distributive unconsciousness. It will never be conscious. It will mimic consciousness, but it never will be conscious. It's a UnDaoDu, a distributive unconsciousness. And you're going to think it's conscious, but just remember, it's just copying our consciousness. But anyway, I'm UnDaoDu. And how will all this come about? Well, it's going to come about with an open tokenization framework, which I called OTF Cardano, because we're launching it initially on Cardano, because a Cardano, a car, Dano, a vehicle for launching DANOs. DANOs will be the first entity we bring about. We don't want to bring about DAOs first. We want to bring about DANOs, and we want every entity in the world to become a DANO. Imagine if Walmart was a DANO, and Amazon and Netflix. If all these were DANOs, which meant DANOs are ultimately engaged by their stakeholders. A stakeholder is a consumer of that thing, that widget that keeps it going. In capitalism, we call that a customer, right? They have collaborators. Those are the content creators. So on Netflix, it would be the people making the movies, right? And there are the creator and the group that came together to make it possible. Now, each and every one of these in a DANO has just one vote. That's it. They're equal, and they all share in a token, the token of that thing. Now, instead of trying to push out, and I spent the last 10 years trying to raise capital and push out a DANO that will disrupt all other things, what I came to realize, thanks to a friend called Joe, who told me long time ago, he is the creator of Buffer app, right? He says, Mike, your ideas are brilliant, but you got to boil it down to something really simple. And I'd been staring at this big picture, UnDaoDu, sitting on, struggling to launch his idea, right, on the foundation with this big weight on his back. And I realized, damn it, it's the token, stupid. Start with the token. Create the token, you change everything. And the simple fact that, Dogecoin has value, which, if you would have asked someone a year ago, 2 years ago, it's a meme coin. It was never meant to have value, and yet it has value. So if Doge can have value, my value proposition argument is any token created like Doge, like Litecoin, and like Bitcoin. And the only difference between those three tokens is the amount there are, right? There's I think there's 1 trillion or so freaking Dogecoin. There is, I think, 200 million Litecoin. I'm speaking on the top of my head. I could be wrong. You can go look at it, coin market cap, and look at it. But I do know there's 21 million of Bitcoin. Scarcity creates value, right? So if you have tokens that operate and function and work and replace the miners with participants being the network, you change everything. That's it. If you have any questions on this and you want to take a deeper dive, I have another video that I'll link to this video that you can watch. It's a little bit more high level. I have the development docs on there. I have the team, some of the team listed, and I invite you to participate. Now, what I'm looking for is for folks to jump on and start coding this. I put the development docs, and I'm going to be working with a developer, one of the founders of this, and translating it actually into a framework that folks can understand. And not only that, what I'm hoping is we will put the first version of this, which is going to be a JavaScript application, right, on our GitHub that anyone could grab, take, tweak, and put back up. My hope is that hackathons all over the planet will take it and say, okay, let's build on this. Let's improve it. That's stage one. I call that the proof of concept stage. Stage two is going to be what I call the prototype stage. In the prototype stage, we're actually looking at taking Cardano and running it as a private blockchain to create a test bed to run the blockchain application on. So every blockchain that we're going to run it on was going to follow this format. We first create the JavaScript version, right? We play with it. We then take that JavaScript version and we basically want to imprint it onto the blockchain, which we will run as a private blockchain initially, and say hack it, steal it, break into the vault, take the coins, put bounties on it, right? And have fun with it until we roll it out publicly, right, on the actual blockchain of that token. So I know there is an EOS hackathon. I've actually reached out to some of the EOS guys for them to share this. So if you're looking to go to the EOS, to compete on the EOS blockchain, and you don't have a project, or your project you agree is kind of weak, then do this project. It's open source, right? Yeah, why not? Let me know. You can always reach me at foundups.org. I'm UnDaoDu. I sit in Dog's office. I meant to write God, but I'm dyslexic, and it just came out as a dog. UnDaoDu.